What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cesar, and we are celebrating the 3rd anniversary of the Cesar Gets Crypto YouTube channel. And I'm actually open to changing the name of the channel here pretty soon, but we'll see. We'll see if that happens. I'm going to pull up some stuff, throw some invites to people. Hold on, real quick. Let me do this. We'll leave the chart of Bitcoin up here. Copy and then paste this to some various discords here. Let's see. Paste. There we go. Let people roll in. Say hi if you're coming in, all right? Well, Fonzie, we're waiting. Yeah, I got you. I got you, bro. We're here. Oh, man. Hold on. Let's see. Fonzilla in the house. We'll look forward to seeing you in a second, my man. Let's see. Put this. There we go. Let's get this pulled up so that I can see all the comments. And then we'll get to it, boys and girls. And whatever else is. Cesar. What's up, Salmon? What's up, dude? Hey, M. Hamdy. Do you know what a lumberjack's favorite tool is? It's a saw, dude. It's a lumberjack's favorite tool is a saw, dude. It might not be. It might be a hatchet or maybe some kind of something in a lumber mill. I don't know. What's up, Rishi? Matt Mosher, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. Just talking about you. What's up, Shawnee G? The Dr. Robitussin? You! Merch. We're going to get some merch, bro. I was actually talking about merch today. I have some good ideas for some merch. We'll see. What's up, Sunny Little Tree? Raid or Red? Reed? Abdelli? You, brother? Cooper Wilson? Samuelo? I don't know. FBT, what's up? Michael Mayfield, good to see you. I've been good, man. How have you been? Bradley Horner, oh yeah, we got it live, baby. Nelio, Carlos, what's up? Hey. Bartman, what's up, brother? Long time no see. The legend is in the house, baby. Bartman Crypto, what's up? Life Labs, how you doing? Shout out to the Dragon Riders for sure. Altseason for Operculum or Operculum. M Handy, how you holding up in that heat wave? Oh, bro, I'm all right. Yeah, it's kind of hot. We got some fans though, man, in the house. You know, we have an air conditioning unit, but we don't even turn it on. It stays pretty damn cool in this house. They insulated this thing well, man. It's as long as we don't leave the doors open and stuff, which we haven't been just because it's super hot. But yeah, it's been good. ARB today. Oh hell yeah, Arbitrum's probably going to do well. I don't know, if today was the best day to buy it, but in about a week or a month or so, it'll probably be. You'll be really happy with that. Maybe in a day. I don't know. Let's look at how is Arbitrum doing right now. Actually, on that note, I think that it's probably going to do well right over the coming days. And you literally are on your way to higher prices right now. Don't get set back by whenever I said I don't think it's the most ideal time. I mean, you pumped up 18%. Of course, it's not the most ideal time, but dude, you're probably going to keep running right now. Honestly, you just separated from your ribbon here. Last time you did that, you moved up a good bit, and you didn't stop here. Whenever you did that, you moved up a good bit. This is just the beginning. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's better to get in than it is to not be in, right? Hell yeah, MMA boxing enjoyer. I love MMA and boxing. It's good, yeah. What's up, Sean Godfrey? DM, what up? Pablo de Dios. Some taco merch, bro. Matt, I gotta. Now that I'm not vegan, for those of you that don't know, I was actually vegan for 6 years of my life. Don't hate me. I wasn't a preachy vegan, okay? I was never a holier than thou vegan. I did it because I love animals, man. I care about animals. I still do, but I eat them now. I was a vegan for 6 years. I was a damn good vegan, guys. I ate like 2 pounds of salad every day. Believe me, like literally with kale and radishes and carrots and all that stuff, man. Just and nutritional yeasts for protein. Anyways, how we doing on Doge? We can look at Doge real quick. Bitcoin Cash had a good opportunity to buy for anybody who's looking to get frisky. Doge, same thing, man. We're at this little bit of a pullback right now. I wonder actually. So look, I haven't refreshed this yet. The longs were here, the shorts are here, right? But after we refresh with this little pullback that we've had, the longs are still outweighing the shorts. But we had 4 billion in longs. A little bit got taken off. You had less than 2 billion in shorts, so there's more coming on. What about Ethereum, I wonder? What are we seeing with ETH? Still, the shorts, they don't want none of it, man. There's still, what's crazy is that there's still actually a good bit of shorts on there. There's just so many more longs. What But with that being said, yeah, I don't think that we're in jeopardy at all. Let's look at this real quick from a low to a high. Yeah, you're right at your 382. Maybe you come back down a little bit, but I would expect you bounce here. At the worst case scenario, Doge, you're at 23.1 cents. You go to 22 cents, and then you bounce and you come up from there, right? Pow already selling on us. Are you saying Powell or Powell? Is Powell? I don't know what Pow is. Power metal? I don't know. Or maybe that's a, I don't know. What's up, Fraught, though? Light token will be the biggest token on Solana. Been holding strong for 6 months. Haven't sold a single coin during the dips. I'm ready. Hell yeah, baby. I've been holding strong for years, man. I'm ready to go too, bro. I'm definitely ready to go. What is XPR? What do you mean? What is XPR? I don't even know what XPR is. It's a crypto. I know that. I actually don't even know what XPR is, but we talk about it a good bit. It's a crypto that I think is going to do well. Based on the charts, I think it's going to do well. So, see, that can sound kind of funny to some people, right? They're like, what do you mean you don't know what it is, but you think it's going to do well? What the hell? I put all my life savings in this because you made some videos on it. But what I'm telling you is the charts, man. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news, right? It's like yesterday, whenever we were, or I guess 2 days ago. Technically, it was for me, it was last night. Whenever the price is down here, the charts, remember I was saying in my not my last Bitcoin video, but the one before, I was saying down here that the price action looked deceitful. It looked like you wanted to go down, but the indicator said you wanted to go higher. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. The charts said good things were coming. The news verified it, right? Oh, it only validated it. What's my thoughts on Quant, Maserati Rock? I like Quant. I like the idea of Quant. I don't think it's going to... I mean, I think it's going to do well this cycle. I think if you're invested in it, it's going to make you money. It probably performs about average, maybe even a little bit above average, or maybe a little bit below average. But I don't think it's going to dress to impress. I don't think it's a stunner by any means. What's up, the financial guy? How you doing? Zebekians, King Pound. King Pound won. He had to... There's someone else named King Pound, apparently. Better than Ezra. What's up? Cardano for the win? Yeah, maybe, dude. Cardano... I would say Cardano could do well, yeah. Yes, Samuel, I was vegan, bro. I was vegetarian, you guys. I was vegetarian for probably 5 years before I was vegan, and then I went vegan for 6 years. And it's not that I didn't eat meat throughout that whole time. There were moments, not where I had weakness, but just where I caved, where I cheated. No, it was moments where I would accidentally eat meat because somebody would put meat in something and I had no idea. But yeah, I was. Now I'm full carnivore, man. I eat steak. I eat like a pound of steak every day. Today I had over a pound of salmon. I know that sounds wicked, but man, I feel good. You know what I mean? People ask, I'm not trying to brag about myself, but people ask me, this is the least amount that I've worked out in my life, and I've never had more people ask me, have you been working out? Like, it's if I was working out and I was eating meat, I would be a freaking monster, you guys. My wife would hate it. She likes them thick. She doesn't like them muscular. It's a battle, man. It's a battle for my health or for what my wife deems attractive. But it's okay to eat. But that's nice, right? I can just do whatever I want. It's okay to eat chickens and fish because they don't know what's up. Pigs and cows I avoid. I think it's kind of okay and not okay, right? At the same time, like, I don't know. I don't know how to really deal with that in my head. I think it's okay. I don't know, man. I'm gonna get into like a religious state of view talking about this stuff, but I just think I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid that. I'm gonna pass on that one. MMA, boxing, and enjoyer. But I do eat stuff, and I feel less bad about it now. But if I really think about it, I guess I could feel guilty if I wanted to. September drop, DJ Leaky. I don't think we're gonna get a September drop. Here's the deal, guys. Okay, let's actually talk about that. That's a good thing to start off with. Okay, so here we are at about $115.8 thousand for Bitcoin, dropping down a little bit, guys. I mean, hell, we were all the way up at 117.4K, and now we're down here. To be fair, in my most recent Bitcoin video, I did call for the price to drop down. I think it was 114.5 thousand is where we're going to go. We look at these Bitcoin liquidations, 114.5K. You know, there's a good bit of longs that get cleared out at that level. But man, these longs have gotten pushed back even. Maybe we go even below 114K. It's very possible. You know, we start going a little bit lower. That'll definitely incentivize some shorts to come back in, and that'll scare longs away. That people won't be certain of what's happening, but I would actually very much expect that we hold this area as support. We're probably not going to go down too much. Look at the buying pressure. Look at the selling pressure in response to that. High to low here. Yeah, 115K, 114.5K. I think 113.4K at the lowest. Okay, we go below there. Well, we're probably going to 110K or more, right? It depends on how we do it, right? I should be careful with my words. If we go down like this, we bounce. That's cool. If we come down lower than that, but we wick and then we close back up in like that same hour or 4-hour period, then no, we're not going lower. But if we're closing candles consistently below here, it's very likely that we do drop to 110K or even 108.2K. There are a lot of longs. Let's look at this real quick on the 30-day time frame. There are a lot of longs that would get cleared out at that 108.3K level, right? Right there, right? All of them. $8 billion in longs, all of them. Essentially all of them over the past month get cleared out at that price, okay? But running with this idea that September is going to be a bloodbath, okay? And what do I know? What I'm about to say does not validate my prediction, okay? But for the last 2 Septembers, I've said that they would not be bloodbaths and that we'd actually close them green. I went back and I watched my videos to make sure. Both the two Septembers ago, I said it'd be neutral but green. Last September, I was expecting more of a pump, but also I was saying that it was going to be green if not neutral. Going back here to September 2024, we had a green September, 7% to the upside. We wicked down and then moved up. Everybody in August, everybody in September was saying, we're going to have a bearish September. It's going to be a bloodbath. That was the rhetoric that was being passed. I was saying, we're on our way to 100K. I remember because I was actually one of the few people daily basically saying, buy, we're about to go to $100,000. Nobody else thought that. And then as soon as we had that breakout to 90K, then everybody started saying 100K. But whatever. September, I was bullish, right? And everybody was bearish, just like this year. September in 2023, it was also a green month. It was a neutral month, very neutral month. And same thing in August and in September, people were saying it's going to be a bloodbath. Every September's red. But that's not the truth. And I don't want to bore people. I don't want to go over all of it. But for the September analysis, during the last day of August, I will do this again like I do every year. Every September, if we compiled them by red Septembers, green Septembers, there are more red Septembers than there are green Septembers. But if we compiled them in a way where it was not just red and green, but also neutral, where we took, does it close 8% or more to the upside or downside, we had a neutral configuration in there, you'd actually find that the majority of Septembers are actually neutral. They don't close 8% up or down. They close less than that. They're actually, it's a very neutral and boring month. I think we've had that with August. I mean, hell, we're basically as neutral as can be right now. I think we're going to get a nice little end of month rally. We'll probably close up a little bit, but no, I don't think September's going to be a bloodbath, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if in the beginning of September we dropped. I wouldn't be surprised if we dropped. But how much, I don't know. Let's wait and see where we are at the beginning of August here, okay? Yeah, me either, Mr. Handy. Me either, M. Hamdy. I'm going to call you Mr. Handy, though. Kita, Alexander Morse. Is Kita doing well? Let's see. If you guys hear any infants crying, that's just my baby. She is brand new and beautiful, but you know she is seeming feisty right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, Kita did good yesterday, huh? That's nice. Everything kind of pumped yesterday, but let's see. It's taking forever to load here. It's probably because of this EMA ribbon. Honestly, I should probably refresh that. 23% is not bad, man. That outperforms the average coin yesterday. Yeah, good job. Good job, Kita. Kita's going to do well. That's for damn sure. XPR is the future. It might as well be. I don't know. Can you update HBAR? Yeah, we could talk about HBAR. Let's actually let's go over HBAR real quick because we haven't talked about it in a second. Hold on, let's go over this. HBART. Shout out to Bartman Crypto again. HBAR here, looking like the rest of them, right? Of course, everything's kind of moving down right now. I wouldn't be surprised because everybody's been so discouraged by this lack of rate cuts that now that we have that, people are too excited, too giddy. The price, everybody bought in this area here, right? This candle, maybe if you bought below this candle, you're safe. But if you bought any of these hours, you FOMO'd in on the news, you're probably going to have to sit through some pain before you reap the rewards, especially if you went long, man. Oh, God, I hope nobody went long at the top, but that's probably going to happen. I mean, there are a lot of longs piled on right now. Anyways, HBAR low to high. There's a very strong chance we bounce at 24.6 cents. On strong movements up, you expect to bounce at the 382. If you don't bounce at the 382, the lowest I'd give you is 23.7 cents. You're at 24.8 cents now. So just all in all, little short-term analysis there. That's what I would expect. We look at this consolidation phase that you've been in since the middle of July. You're very mature in this phase, and I think that you're going to break out. It looks like a descending triangle. I don't think that you're going to break out to the downside. I think that you're going to break out to the upside. Little known fact, bearish patterns don't perform as well when you're in a bullish trend. You have higher lows, higher highs, you're in a bullish trend. So I would say, and you broke out of your bearish trend. So I think you're ready to go, man. Right? I think you had a bearish triangle pattern over here, and you still broke out to the upside. Inevitably going down, but I'm just saying this. I think that you're set to go. Daily RSI looks great. The stochastics I don't like actually, but the MACD is right at a place to bounce. 2 out of 3 look good. I'm going with the good side. And 20 hours left in this day. If this day comes up and closes green, like I think it will, this stochastics actually will look good. It won't look bad. But going back to Bitcoin here, let's look at some short-term stuff real quick. We'll move through. Man, I can't keep up with the comments. There's so many. I'm going to have to scoop down to the bottom. Smash that thumbs up, everybody. You heard Charmander. Go Birds, Charmander. Go Birds, baby. Unless you're a Chiefs or was it the Chiefs? Yeah, the Chiefs and the Eagles played in the last Super Bowl. I feel like I just sinned right there by not remembering that. Sorry, I have a spotty memory sometimes. Who else bought the dip, Surge? Anybody who watches this channel who's not a troll. Seriously. And you know, I'm kind of surprised too. I don't block trolls. I don't block them. They can say horrible things, and they normally don't. They just say shithead things. But they can say horrible things. I don't block them. They never come onto the live streams. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like this would be a perfect moment to come out. Thank you, Sev. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Compound. What's Compound doing? We haven't actually looked at that in a while. Hold on. We'll look at Compound real quick. I am kind of curious on that note. Bought the dip. Hell yeah, you did. Roman Munoz. What's my take on Aptos and Maple? I tried. Let's see. We'll see. $48. You moved up 9%. Not bad. Not bad for yesterday. Okay, Compound. I'm still holding Compound, by the way. I haven't sold my Compound. Show us my hat collection, Vincent Valen. All right. We're gonna take a break real quick. Hold on. Let me grab all my hats here. And actually, it's not even all my hats, but it's just the hats that I have on hand at present. Okay, hold on. I'll give you a little story behind each of them too. Let's see here. Okay, there's just a few of them. All right. Okay. I don't know. I was going to wear, because it is my 3rd year anniversary. This is my 3rd anniversary for my YouTube channel. So I was going to wear my cool bucket hat. Love you too, Charmander. Thank you, brother. Go Birds. Go Birds all the way. Hell yeah. You might not have been an Eagles fan before, but you got to be an Eagles fan now after they beat the Chiefs. Unless you're a Chiefs fan. Not trying to hate. I got Chiefs fan friends, but I think even if you are a Chiefs fan, you got to know the whole damn country was rooting against you. That's Parallel AI. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I got to get my freaking notebook out. I'm going to leave people behind. I've already forgotten what requests I've got to do. PAI. Let's do PAI. There was another one, right? We were going to talk about, what was it? We looked at Compound. Okay, cool. Yes. We're going to look at Aptos and Syrup. Sure. We'll do a 2-for-1. Try to keep the requests to one per person, just because that way we can get to everybody's requests if they want some. You know what I mean? But thank you, Roman, and thank you, Ted, and thank you, Charmander, and thank you, Sev. Appreciate you all very much. Hat collection, right. Okay, so this is a hat I got right here. It's got the one of those removable bears, right? You can do that there, and actually here let's blow up the screen while we're doing it, okay? Why not? We got this here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Boom. There you go. And you can remove the bear. Anyways. Oh, look, a baby mosquito. And he's gone. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Maybe it's not a mosquito. I don't know. Are they that small? This is a hat that I got from working in the cannabis industry. And this one is a hat. Also, it's a company called Golden Leaf. They're like the best dispensary in Colorado. If you're ever in Northwest Colorado, Golden Leaf is the place to go. Absolutely, it is. But I use these for like work hats if I'm ever like doing work and stuff, like out doing labor, whatever. Which I just do whenever I feel like it. Honestly, same thing with this. It's just a Colorado cannabis company hat. Oh hi, I got that whenever I worked in the cannabis industry for years, guys. This hat I got from a Red Rocks concert, Grizz. I forget what concert it was. I forget what year it was. It had to have been like 2018. No. Probably 2014, 2015, somewhere in that time frame. But it's one of my favorite hats. Actually, I have a little ruby in the drug pocket. Right. I don't keep drugs in my drug pockets. Just special rocks. This hat is legit. It's legit. Too legit to quit. Let me get the big screen. Why did I take the big screen off? I didn't mean to take it off. I got this one here. It's my melon hat. My daughter sat on it, so it does not hold its form well. But melon, I love melon, man. My first melon hat I bought, I forget when, but it was before they got super big. This is my Neff hat. Neff, it's too small for my head. I'm going to give that to some kid or something. And then this hat's dope. This hat is dope. This is my Rust Liquid project hat. This is the last hat. Okay, we're going to get back to work here in a second, guys. But this hat's dope as hell. It's got Alice in Wonderland like theme on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this hat is super sick, man. Super sick. I love this hat. And of course this one, I got a funny story about it, but let's just say it's not age appropriate. Let's just say this, okay? I'll try and make it really short and sweet about this hat. I went to Vegas with my friends. Thank you, Nolan Hughes. Thank you very much. I went to Vegas with my friends for this hat. Not for this hat. I was, let's say, blackout, belligerent. I could not remember that I bought this hat. I bought 2 hats, and I couldn't remember that I bought them, and a shirt. And one of my best friend told me to stop spending money, and apparently I just told him to F off, and I... Anyways, whenever we got back from Vegas, he puts this hat and my shirt, like, in front of me. He's like, there you go. I'm like, you got me a shirt and hats? He's like, what's this? And I'm like, he's like, those are yours. I'm like, that's not mine. He's like, whose are those? He's like, no, you bought those. I'm like, I don't remember buying these, and... Well, it's my forget-me hat, I guess. Gilbert, what's up, brother? Thank you very much. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you, man. But yeah, okay, let's get back to work, you guys. Let's get back to work, okay? Little distraction there. Vincent had the request for the hats, okay, so I had to talk about it. Have I noticed that there's a large sell wall on CCN? I don't know what CCN is, so no, I haven't noticed it. But that the sell wall, here's the deal, guys, too, with sell walls. They move. Like, that I treat sell walls as positive things and buy walls as kind of negative things. Unless you're seeing it in price action. If you're seeing it in the order books, I feel like it's manipulative. But if it's in the price action, you're seeing like this, for example. If you're looking at compound, clearly the order book, the buy wall is getting raised over time. There's accumulation being going on, right? That's good. If we look at mana, for example, and hopefully this is wrong, hopefully this form of analysis is wrong, but if we look at mana and it loads, I don't know why it's taking so long to load. It's always slower in the nighttime. Love to know my thoughts on eGold. Yeah, baby. Let's get me to 50K subs. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's. Thank you, Dr. Robotesting. EGLD. Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's MultiverseX now, right? I think that's a way cooler name. That much. That much I believe to be true. But we'll do some analysis on it. I don't like this, right? Where it's like the sell wall or the buy wall is getting lower. That's like distribution. But maybe it's not. I have faith because Mana's an OG coin. I have faith that it can come back, but we'll see, man. We'll see. And there's some bullish divergence. We'll see, man. See, man. The hat's on. We're going to the moon. You know it, baby. Definitive Edge. Edge. We can look at Edge. Isn't it EDG? Or is it Edge? I don't know. I'll type that in case I don't know. We did H-bar, Ali Ahmed. We did Ahmed. We did H-bar already. I can do Caspa for you. I'm going to stop taking requests for the moment, though, so hold them off, okay? Byron Bell said, okay, I'm done. What'd you do? Why are you done? Are you just done? You just tired of the conversation I'm having? Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't see any comments. But he's done. All right, Byron. Well, good night, or Brian. Brian. I'm sorry, not Byron. He's definitely done after I mispronounced his name. Soul. Okay, fine. Soul and Pangu and Toshi. Soul, Pangu, Toshi. But for real, guys, I'm done taking requests. I've got too many on the list already. I won't stop. So just so I don't hurt anybody's feelings, I'm done taking requests. Okay. Don't say bye, Byron. Hopefully it's Brian. I think actually Brian. Don't. Hopefully he doesn't leave. But if you do, I get it. It's not for everybody. Okay, here we go. So where the hell were we? We're going to talk about Bitcoin, damn it. Here we are at 115.6K right now. I'll put up XCN over here just for funsies, just so that we can have that price action being recorded there. It was up so well, and now it's back down. That is just a bummer, right? I was in the green for my last purchase for a half a second. Anyways, Bitcoin, looking at the 1 hour time frame, got overbought, which is nice to see. Coming down. Dude, you look super bullish. Absolutely. You look very good. This RSI is fantastic. We got higher lows coming up here, higher highs coming up here. You have the perfect transition, literally. You got the downtrend trending right into an uptrend. It's beautiful. It even turned into a sideways trend before it turned into the uptrend. That kind of structure, it rarely fails, and typically not a financial advisor, okay? These kind of uptrends, they end with bearish divergence, just like the downtrend here ended with bullish divergence, right? That was your downtrend, and it ended here with bullish divergence, turned right into an uptrend immediately. So that's nice to see. With this in mind, absolutely we can go lower, right? And the thing is too, you might look at the RSI and you think, oh, I don't know if I just froze or not, but if I did, I'm sorry. It seemed to freeze on my phone there. On my camera so that I can. Anyways, if we do get down here, understand like the 1 hour time frame to get down there, maybe that takes us to about 114K, 114.5K, something like that to get down there in the RSI. We would close right at this level, but if the next hour opens, we could wick down lower and then come back up. You know what I mean? As long as we close the candle green, it would look like we're bouncing off this area. So just because we're down at this area doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin has to bounce from there. It could move lower first, but I would expect a bounce in a closing perspective. I don't know how much sense that makes. I know what I'm saying. I don't know how to say it better. We don't have to go lower. We are at the 50 and we could bounce here, but just looking at this overall trajectory, I wouldn't be surprised if we went down to the 40. Okay, and then again, we'll probably come back up. Ideally, we'd get a higher reading in the RSI. If we get a higher reading, we get a stronger move than what we had today, which would be nice. And then we at least get another drive before we get that bearish divergence, and then we probably start a downtrend, you know, maybe going over the weekend or going into some point next week. And it's on the 1 hour time frame, so the downtrend won't be bad. Or if things are really bullish, we'll just keep doing this up here. And sometimes you do that whenever you're really, really bullish. Cesar, what do I think about Gari, and can I do TA on it? Yes, I can do TA on it. That's one way to get my attention. If I'm like, I'm not doing any more requests, that's one way to get my attention there. Because I'm not going to not do a request. If someone's going to, you know, that like that, I'm not going to have someone waste their funds, right? That's kind of not cool. Hyperinflation incoming. Keltinger, what's up, bro? Long time no see. Yeah, I mean, and I say long time no see. You've probably been here. I can't respond to every damn comment, right? It's hard, but thank you guys, by the way. Thank you all. 46,000, almost 300 subscribers or something like that, or maybe a little bit more. I don't even know. Thank you all so much. It's incredible. Again, celebrating tonight the 3 years that the Cesar Gets Crypto channel has existed. This isn't my third year in crypto. I've been in crypto since 2015. The first time I ever bought Bitcoin was at like $250. For those of you who want to hear that story real quick, we can go over that. You know, I can just kind of give a brief because I'm sure a lot of you haven't even heard this before because I don't talk about myself too much. I give you little snippets into my personality, but my history. I bought Bitcoin back in the day to buy novelty IDs, right? Fake IDs, for me and some friends. And little funny story there, they actually messed up the IDs for the females. They made it, the gender was male on their cards. They blame me, but dude, I know I put female in there. But anyways, bought Bitcoins back then, told myself I was going to put $100 into Bitcoin every single week with my paycheck from the movie theater. I worked at the movie theater at the time. I was a teenager, and I just forgot about it, man. I totally forgot about crypto. I hear about it later in 2017, and that was 2015 whenever I got into it, right? And then 2017 I hear about it because it's going up, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? I totally remember Bitcoin. I was gonna put money into this every week, and I totally forgot. And of course, by that time, it's at like thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, and so then I do my research on it. I become obsessed, instantly just obsessed, and from then on, it's just been full blown obsession. Every single day, it's a part of my life, and I wanted to make a YouTube channel. I was watching all these YouTubers talking about crypto, and I really wanted to make a YouTube channel. I knew I wanted to do this because as soon as I figured out technical analysis, I wanted to, and figured it out. Who figures it out, right? I'm still figuring it out. Thank you, John Gang. Appreciate you, brother. Or is it Joan? John. I'm going to say John. I don't know. Where was I? Ever since I figured out TA, I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I wanted to make a YouTube channel. But also, I knew I didn't really have enough experience. I didn't want to come on and give people my opinions or my input when it really didn't have value. And I don't know if it has value now, even, right? You guys seem to think so, and I appreciate that with your time you're giving me, But I waited until I had about like 6 years of experience or 5 years of experience. I can't remember. I mean, at this point, I'm almost 10 years. and it's been 3 years, and I guess it was 7 years of experience, 6.5 years maybe of experience that I had, and yeah, that, you know, basically I wanted to make a YouTube channel for a long time, and whenever I finally felt like, okay, I'm making money in crypto, I've actually got results. I got wrecked in the first cycle, guys, but the second cycle was good to me. You know, ever since then, that's it, basically. The rest is history. It's all on YouTube if you want to watch through all those videos. I haven't talked about Omni. No, I have not. Lots of value. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate you, Dave. Good to see you, my man. Thank you, Birdie. That's very kind. Thank you very much. We can talk about Omni. I'll throw Omni in there. Okay, so Bitcoin, a little bit lower, guys. A little bit lower from here, and that's okay, right? Probably going to go to 114.5, maybe 113.5. That shouldn't be a concern. Okay, if it is a concern, just give yourself one of these, and you'll be okay. Just be, hey, it's a bull market. We're going to be fine, all right? John Gang, thank you again, brother. Very update, please. I got 20K in it, 1 million tokens, trying to buy my first home. Very? Is very a crypto? Is it very update? Is it, let's see, very? Hey, the noob gamer, write another comment real quick, okay, brother? I think that you had a typo, okay? Yeah, VeChain. Okay, VeChain. Thank you. Good. Vet. Yes. Okay, we'll talk about Vet. Yeah. I'll make a video on Vet. If we don't talk about it tonight, I'll probably make a video on Toshi too if we don't talk about it tonight. I got a lot of requests here, guys. If I don't get to all of them, I will do every single time that stuff like this happens, right? Because we oftentimes do go over. I will put the requests in a video called Live Stream Leftovers. So it'll be like all the requests, and then in that video, I tell you at the end which one I think is the best. So, yeah, you know, that's like which one if we go over 10 coins or 5 coins or 30 coins, at the very end, I'll be like, out of all of them, this is the one that I thought, if I was to invest in any of them, this is the one that I would. So I always say that at the end. I also give some honorable mentions most of the time. You thought I was chugging milk for the longest time. Frank the Tank. Bro, when it hits your lips, it's so good. It's so good when it hits your lips. No, it's not milk. It's El Dorado water. If you guys are ever in Colorado, I'm telling you, go to a grocery store, any grocery store, pick up some El Dorado water and tell me if it's not the best damn water you've ever had in your life. That's some high quality H2O, baby. That is some... I was blessed by an Eskimo medicine man. Anyways, Brett for Gabriel. All right. Didn't you already request one, Gabriel? I don't remember if you did. I don't know. Hopefully not. One per person, please. ZBCN, Praveen Kumar. We talked about... I made a video on ZBCN. If I can get to it, I will. If not, I'm going to make a video anyway. So, by the way, guys, just so you're aware, I will at the end of this, I'll tell you which ones I'm not going to put in the live stream leftovers because they'll get their own video anyways, okay? All right. REI unit 00. What? Is it a DEX screener? REI? Is it this one? Unit 00. Unit, it's REI. Okay, so it'd be this one, right? Let me just make sure. Hold on. REI USD. Let's just see if it's this one too. 120. Okay, I think that's the same. No, REI network is different. REI network is different than REI 00. Let's go through this list, okay? Let's go through this list. We'll start moving through it. I just wanted to, BS with you guys for a second. It's always fun BSing with the peeps, man. I don't do it too often. I told myself, I'm like, this is my 3rd year anniversary for this channel. I'm going to BS with the peeps. I love you, the strategist. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Do I see ZBX? Is Zebek coming? Maybe it comes down a little bit. Oh, we're going to have to wait. I don't want to jump ahead of the list. I think it comes down a little bit, but it's not worth it to wait, I think, Actually sent super chats with no question. Would you sell some of your large BTC position to get into XCN, Cookie, or BCH? So, I have friends and family members who I have influenced them to do that exact thing, John. So, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I hope that answers your question. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. But so let's put it this way, okay? Let me put it this way. So, I think holding Bitcoin is a very safe thing to do, right? It's an extremely safe thing to do. So you want to put that money then into something that's safe. XCN and Cookie, I believe in a lot. I think they're safe bets, but Bitcoin Cash is way safer. And I think when it comes to what's going to grow more, BCH, XCN, or Cookie, XCN or Cookie probably grows more than BCH. But BCH versus BTC, I think, is going to grow over the long term. The chart is rounding out. It looks really good for accumulation, but it depends, man. If I had it, I mean, there's nothing wrong with whatever. Maybe don't sell all your BTC, but whatever you want to take, maybe a portion into XCN, a portion to Cookie, a portion to BCH, or screw it and just YOLO into BCH. The one thing is that you should not do if you're thinking about doing this. So John, this is important, okay? If you're thinking about doing this, you make your decision now, okay? Whenever Cookie or XCN or BCH starts to pump, you don't make your decision then. You don't chase. It's either now or it's not at all, okay? And you make your bet and you lay in it, okay? Because if you start trying to chase things, that's when you can get messed up, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, right? You might buy the high at that rate. So either do it now and forever hold your peace, wait till the end of the market cycle before you sell out, or just don't do it at all. That'd be my biggest bit of advice, non-financial advice that I have for you there, okay? Los Pino Outdoors, thank you for everything you do, being spot on ZBCN. Thank you, man. I feel like I've been pretty good with ZBCN. Like, compared to any other chart, like MicroStrategy, I'm terrible. If you guys watch my MicroStrategy videos, I've been wrong like 99% of the time. I don't know what it is. It's the bane of my existence. But with ZBCN, I'm like it's the anti-bane. It's the remedy. And many other coins. DAG, yeah, we can do DAG. Yeah. Again, if I don't get to your requests at this point, guys, because I doubt I'm going to get to all these requests, just understand I will do a live stream leftovers video. Big Bodo Gains, what's up, brother? Yeah, no problem, man, no problem. I got you. Big Bodo Gains. Why do I feel like we've talked before? There was something else though. I can't remember. I remember the name though. But good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Fernando, what is my opinion about coins ranked 1,000 plus? It depends. So Fernando, okay, so that's actually a good question. Let's talk about that before we move into the list here, okay? I want to get into the list. I'm going to stop asking, what's up, 45 OCB? On HBAR, it'll push through, man. It'll do fine. I did a brief discussion on it earlier. It'll move down a little bit, 23 cents at the most, and then it'll come back up. It'll be fine. It's going to rip. It's going to do fine. But I'm going to answer this question, and then I'm going to stop answering questions. We're actually just going to hammer out some TA for a second, okay, guys? But this is a great question, because I'm sure a lot of you speculate on this stuff. What's my opinion about coins ranked 1,000 plus? So there should be a rule book with this, okay? If they're ranked 1,000 plus, and they've been around since like a year ago or 2 years ago, maybe don't mess with them, right? If they've been around long enough where they've been through the downtrend up until April 7th of this year, and they're still in the top 1,000 or the bottom 1,000, if they've come up, maybe they're at like the bottom 2,000, they came up to the 1,000. If they've come up since April 7th, okay, maybe. But if they're not doing anything, they're probably not going to do anything. They might get a random miracle pump here or there, but nothing worth speculating on. Now, if it's a top 1,000 coin or a 1,000 plus coin and it's new, like within a year, specifically even like within the past like 6 months, then maybe. Do your own research. Do your own research on them. If they're on exchanges, that helps, but that's not always a guarantee that they'll do well. The best coins that are in those kind of areas are on dexes, but you have to do your research. It's always a speculative play. Don't go crazy on those coins. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but the bottom 1,000 and out, especially when it comes to meme coins, just try and be smart or sophisticated. The way that you be sophisticated is you just don't bet a heavy hand on it, okay? But that's a great question, Fernando. That's actually a really great question. Let's barely afloat with Steve. I like that name. Is that a remark to Steve, the crypto guy? I don't know. You invested in that OTC stock, Fern. Oh, hell yeah, bro. How's Fern doing? I'm actually kind of curious. I keep saying we're going to do stuff. We're going to get to this after this. I am just kind of curious, though, about Fern Hill. Let's see. Because last I checked, it went up from whenever we talked about it. A little bit. Nothing crazy, right? But it went up a little bit. And again, that's a speculative play, too. It's a low market cap crypto or stock. But I just had like a weird kind of coincidence of, oh, look at that. They are up. They're up a good little bit. So what? You're up, shit, what would that be then? Depending on when you bought. You know, if you bought whenever I was talking about it, it was at 305. You're up 40% right now. And even more. Dude, you guys, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I mean, if I knew nothing about this chart, I'd say it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know, man. It looks pretty, from the current price to where I think it could go. Like, what if you just get a standard retracement, you come back to this resistance point? That's an 11x, a 12x. You know what I mean? What if it goes to new all-time highs? What if you see new relative highs? It's become a crypto stock. What if this is a sleeper and this is one of those stocks that's getting set up to invest hundreds of millions of dollars into a Solana fund or a Ethereum fund or a Litecoin fund or whatever, and it gets a massive pump because of that. You know, this is look into it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you want to, you know, not. I haven't bought it myself, but whenever I discovered this, it was just kind of a coincidence of events, and it was like serendipity. It's like the universe was speaking to me, like, dude, this might do well. And moments like that, if I don't buy them, they oftentimes do well. So just pray that I don't buy this one. Anyways, let's talk about Aptos, and then we'll talk about Syrup. Okay, Aptos. Wait, not Aptos. It's an APT. Yeah, APT. Okay, so Aptos here. Okay, so Aptos, like, for example, if this was a top 1,000 coin or 1,000 plus coin, I'd have no interest in it. Aptos, though, you know, it is interesting. What I don't like is if you look at this from like just an objective point of view, you bounced right here, you got an immaculate bounce here, here you're dilly-dallying. I don't like that. That makes me think you're going to go lower. That actually is concerning. The fact that you've continued to get lower lows too, I'll give it to you. You know, the benefit of the doubt. This is the crypto alt-season bull market. We are probably going to see a little bit of life here, and you're not getting oversold, which is nice. You do have higher lows in your stochastics. You actually do look good from an indicator perspective. I just don't like the price action. But will you see new all-time highs is the question. At this point, you're at 461. I don't doubt that you'll get to $10 or higher. Okay. But I am skeptical as to if you get above $20, if you see new all-time highs. That's my thoughts on Aptos for the long term. As far as the short-term stuff goes, it looks like it wants to grow. Yeah, you probably do break out of this range to the upside. So I would think, you know, 461 right now, just eyeballing it. $10 is probably the next likely area, psychological resistance. High to low here. 864, $10, maybe just above $10 at $12 there, but I doubt that you go too much higher than that by the end of September or October, okay? That's Aptos. Let's talk about Syrup now. Cesar, Maple Finance, gotta love it, man. Maple Finance has been chilling for a second, okay? I think it's ready to run. I think this thing's going to do very well. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. We'll talk about Gary. Don't worry, Patrick. We'll talk about it. It's just lower on the list. I do it in order of what I write down. I don't skip. I try not to skip, at least. You know, maybe if something's really of interest and I want to talk about it right now, I will. But I don't know about Gary. So, hello from Colorado, Mithrandir. Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate you. No problem, Roman. I got you, bro. Syrup, I would think, is at a place to bounce here. Yeah, that's a nice reversal candle there, bullish engulfing candle. Not a whole lot of volume, but that's okay. At least it's on Coinbase. Maybe it did have more volume. As far as the RSI is concerned, you are in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. But get this, okay? I've seen this before. Typically, with this kind of look, because you still have lower highs here, I would normally think, okay, you're going lower. But notice how you went from like this downtrend here to a kind of you're moving sideways now. Do you see it? I don't think you go lower. I think you're actually about to turn up. I think you're at a point. It's like psychological warfare. Psychological warfare here. It looks like it wants to go down, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will at all. To me, it actually looks like it goes up, but I'm just saying, like, maybe to like the layman, it looks like it wants to go down. Bouncing right off the 069, I like it, man. I like it. It's a bit volatile, but I do like it. I think it's going to do well. Let's see. 3 coins started during 2021, ranked. They had a great one. Yeah, Fernando, coins like that, those are the ones I don't have hope for. I have hope for you. I hope they do well. But coins like that, they tend not to come back. Tend to doesn't mean that it can't. They can come back. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to guess this is your second cycle. because that's second cycle stuff, right? That I had the same thoughts with my coins from my first cycle. Hopefully they do come back though, and I'm sure they get a little bit of life in them. But will they see crazy new gains, new all-time highs? Probably not, right? Can I analyze alien base? Is it ALB? Yeah, we can do ALB. ALB. That's one of those, man. It's a hit or miss. Hopefully it does well. Mudang might melt faces, indeed. Syrup, though, all in all, I think it is going to grow. I think that we're going to see some price action here pretty damn soon. 42 cents right now. The expectation here would be that we do see targets all the way up at about 76 to 92 cents, probably over the coming weeks, sometime in September. And I would genuinely think that we get up to like $1.30, maybe even $1.58 by the end of September, if not higher. $2 would be the highest that I could see you going, and that could happen in October even. But September, October, something between $2 and $1.31 is what I feel the most confident about. Okay, most confident. You probably do see $1.50 to $2, honestly, but time will tell. That'll be your next stopping point. You'll probably move up just like this, right? Like nice, like methodical movements, like you did. I wouldn't be surprised even if it was a little bit more eruptive than what you saw here, because now Syrup's on the map. There's some accumulation going on for sure, so I bet that you're going to get a nice pop. But I would bet that you stop, $1.58 to $2.06 ultimately. As far as where's a good time to buy, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think it's a good time to buy now. What if you take out that low? What if you do? It's insignificant compared to how much higher you're going to go. You know what I mean? It's really insignificant. So don't let me stop you from buying. Can I do Velo? Yes, absolutely. We can do Velo. I'm assuming it's not Velodrome. It's the other one, right? Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see here. What we're doing, PAI. PAI is the next one, okay? Let's see here. PAI, Parallel AI on MEXC. Get it on the weekly time frame here. Come on now, you know you want to. I know I want you to. Let's see. C-Pool, Superficialdom. Hey, what's up, Superficialdom? Good to see you. C-Pool. I think I remember C-Pool. I don't think I like C-Pool. Isn't that one... somebody was recommending that. Somebody. I don't know who. Anyways, parallel. High to low here. High to low right there. Oh, come now. Golden ratio, just missed it. You look good. I don't like that you're finding lower lows in June, but at the same time, you're new. We'll give it to you. You're kind of new. That's okay. You look like you're breaking out. I think you want to go higher, man. Genuinely, I think right now you're at 22 cents. We want to see 56 to 79 cents. That's probably the target area you get. Once you get above 79, 80 cents, it's time to start thinking about new all-time highs. The first target when you see new all-time highs will be $3.10 to $10.51. Okay, that's the target area. From here, I mean, it's very possible. And I bet this thing has a pretty low market cap. Let's just see. PAI, hold on. What up, Believe What I See? How you doing? Thank you, Michael Alberts. I think that, and congratulations to you too. I think Compound's going to move up. We talked about it briefly. I think Compound's going to move up, man. I was saying that I still hold Compound and I believe in it. It looks like it's an accumulative pattern. We're probably going to get a massive pop on it soon. Same story as it's been, but it's going to happen. Bit Tensor Tau, yeah, a prod. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, TAO, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely here. PAI, it's taking forever to load, isn't it? Come on. Come on. 22 million with a low amount of volume. That's okay. That's okay, especially where you are here. I don't have any problems with that. It's when you start breaking out that you need the volume to come in. So, yeah, you've got the potential with that low market cap, man. Really, you could see a $10.51 price. You could see a $3.10 price by the end of October, by sometime in September. It really could happen. I'm not saying that it will happen. What I would most expect is that at least you'll be at 80 cents to $1.20. If you do see new all-time highs, the target area is 310 to 1050, okay? And then if you see new all-time highs, by the end of the cycle, I would think you even move up past that, okay? But time will tell. Joe Logan. I like the name. Joe Logan. XCN developers have 4 years experience. It is not an ISO coin, has no institutional backing, and no real-world usage. Do you see it getting past 2 cents? If so, how? So saying it has no institutional backing is actually a lie, or maybe it's a mistruth. Chain is a direct partner with XCN, with the Onyx DAO, right? They are a huge part in the development of Onyxcoin, and Chain is in Pantera Capital invests in Chain, so that's a big institution there that actually has backing in it. There was institutional backing back in the day whenever it started, but they something happened, man. Some like big like not scandal, but there was just some like mishap happening with the supply, so the token dropped a lot. Um, the fact that it's not an ISO coin, I don't care, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if Bitcoin was never an ISO coin, it would still be worth $1 million one day or $1 billion one day. You know what I mean? It doesn't. Who cares? ISO does not rule the world. They're not the gatekeepers. And I think that just because a coin's ISO doesn't mean it's going to be successful. So that's just my thoughts. And institutional backing is nice. It helps, but especially now that we're in the institutional cycle. But you guys, we've seen cryptos do hundreds of X's without institutions. As far as no real world usage goes, I don't think that's the truth either. It's a DeFi. It's literally a DeFi protocol, and it's probably one of the better DeFi protocols that exists, which has all the real world uses. It's probably some of the most applicable real world usage for crypto. Is DeFi. It literally is probably the most applicable, which is that. Hold on, real quick, guys. Real quick here. Wife texted me. Okay, I'll have to read that later. She's talking about private, personal things. Okay, but DeFi. I mean, literally, coins like Onyxcoin are what is going to like give banks competition. Okay, coins like Syrup, coins like Onyxcoin, the real world usage there. First off, their AI agent is being developed and stuff. You know, and that I don't know how useful that is right now. I've never tried it, but I'm sure it's somewhat useful. And as it gets more and more developed, and they develop things all the time, so that'll become more useful. Um, their wallet, their ledger, Goliath network will have real world application use if you're trying to do transactions and transfers and stuff like that. Staking, you know, has value in itself. It's not real world usage, but it does give some utility to the coin itself. And then DeFi, man, you can loan with the Onyx protocol. You can lend your money out. That's effectively what staking is, I guess. But you can lend it. You can borrow with the Onyx protocol. You can literally borrow money. You can take out a loan without going to the bank, without getting certified, without getting an application, having to wear a suit and a tie, or getting dressed. You can just do it butt ass naked from your couch over the weekend. It's got perfect real world usage from a financial standpoint, actually, from like literally from a financial standpoint. So, do I see it getting past 2 cents? Absolutely. How so? Momentum, hype, and investment. Here's the deal. Joe. Uh, Onyx Coin had such a massive run up, and there was nobody talking about it, right? Nobody talking about it at all. And it didn't pump and dump, right? Whenever coins pump up like that, nobody talks about it. And when I say nobody talks about it, let me reiterate. There are a lot of people talking about it. None of the big YouTubers, aside from Economic Ninja, talked about it. And the reason why none of the big YouTubers talk about it is because they're not getting paid to shill it. Why aren't they getting paid to shill it? Because it's a DAO. It's a decentralized autonomous organization. There's no team. There is a team, you know, that helps develop and stuff, but there's no team with a set amount of coins to allocate to market through the means of having YouTubers or other media sources promote their project, right? That actually says something to the legitimacy of it, because how many coins need that just to get a foothold in this space? Onyx Coin doesn't have that at all, and it's got a serious foothold in the space, actually. It's one of those coins that people were talking about, at least on this channel, and I've seen people talk about in the space asking about this coin, but none of the big YouTubers would talk about it at all. I would see on other live streams from people who have more subscribers than me, they'd ask about Onyx Coin, and then they'd be like, yeah, I've heard about it, but I don't want to talk about it, whatever. Or they'd see it, they'd point it out, but they're like, I don't want to talk about it, because they didn't get paid to talk about it. Again, I think that adds to its legitimacy rather than take away from it. That's my perspective, but I'm going to stop. Ninja doesn't like me, Moel. I don't know what I did to him, man. He said one. I don't even know if that's true, to be completely fair. But I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. Do I think Pepe exceeds 50 billion market cap? Maybe. Thank you, Derek Pretty. I appreciate you. Have I talked about Griffane? No, we can talk about Griffane. I don't know why. Maybe Ninja doesn't like me because I talk crap about people who do paid courses. But Moonrocks, John, we can do Moonrocks. Yeah, Mrocks too. Yeah, sorry. I'll put Moonrocks up because I did that in reverse order. All right. Thank you guys for the request, by the way. Yeah, if you're saying Ninja doesn't like me, that's news to me. He seemed like he liked me. I don't know. I mean, he said that he wanted to talk, And he never reached out. He said he was going to reach out to me on X.com, and he never reached out, so maybe not. LOL. Oh, not me. Oh, okay, cool. I was about to say, I was like, I don't have anything wrong with Ninja. In fact, I feel like I defend him more often than not. That's personally. Okay, cool. Thank you, Moel. I got confused there. I was almost about to get my feelings hurt, but not really, right? Like I don't know him personally. That's the beautiful thing, man. About this stuff is that no, and maybe, but man, have you? There's been coins that Ninja has probably helped pump for sure. Nothing like XCN though, man. Nothing like that, right? Why doesn't that happen with every coin he talks about then? Publicly announced its goal to become ISO. That's awesome, Venice Rex. Thank you. That's awesome. Hell yeah. And again, at the same time, who cares? But that is awesome. That is a positive thing, at least, right? How's the baby tonight, Edward? She's doing good, from what I hear. She's doing good, yeah. We're going to. Can I look at ZBCN? We might pull back. I think we might pull back there, but I'm not going to look at it right now because there's so many things we have to talk about. Okay, it's on the list, but it's far down the list. Okay, we'll get to it hopefully. Funk Master Flex. I'm gonna do DIA, not the other two. I try to do one request per person. That way we don't do. That way I can get to everybody's stuff. Okay. You know what? Yeah. I'll give you two, but that's the last one. Understand, if anybody, even if you do super chats, I'll do DIA and SD for you, okay? But even if you do super chats, I'm only doing one request per person because I want to get to everybody else's, right? ENA for a short, Aussie? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll throw ENA on the list too because I've been meaning to talk. I'm going to make a video on ENA. So Aussie, by the way, guys, not financial. What do I have to say? If I don't get to your request in this video, I will make a video called Live Stream Leftovers. It'll have all the requests in here. I'll put timestamps and stuff with it, okay? Yes, I do have an exit strategy. We'll go over that in a second. Yappy Yappo. I like that name. That's awesome. It's a great name. But I'm not gonna put Toshi or VeChain or ENA in that live stream leftovers, okay? Unless we get to him today. If we get to him today, the only reason I'm not gonna put those in live stream leftovers is I plan on making independent videos, okay? So for those, I'll make independent videos. So for ENA, Toshi, and VeChain and ZBCN, if they're not in the live stream leftovers, it's because they got their own videos, okay? Don't count on it being in that because they will get their own videos, okay? But everything else will probably be in that live stream leftovers. So Yappy Yappo, before we get started on eGold here, on MultiverseX, let's put it on. Let's do this. Yeah. My exit strategy is not your exit strategy. It doesn't have to be. But a lot of people talk about DCA in, DCA out. What does that look like? How is that? I think DCAing out is good. Maybe once a month, maybe if you do that, you're going to get out early, but that's up to you. Some people who are risk averse want to do that. They start piling out like months in advance before even the cycle, like all the indicators are flashing. They wait for a couple indicators to flash, and that's good enough for them. And depending on how much money you have, right? If you've got like hundreds of millions of dollars, you're probably going to want to layer out over like a month or two or three, depending on what kind of projects you're invested in. If it's in Bitcoin, maybe you don't need to worry about layering out so much over time. But if you have tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars even, or even just thousands of dollars, you don't really need to worry about layering out over time, right? The only benefit from that isn't that you can get out and average out without impacting the market. The only benefit from that is that you're going to average out at a good price and you're at least taking profits to some degree, right? But my exit strategy essentially will be, it was for a long time to just literally sell out completely into stable coins and Bitcoin Cash and a little bit of BTC and some BNB as well. Binance, by the way, BNB is the only token that's outperformed Bitcoin the last two cycles in a row. It's outperformed from a bear market perspective. In the bear market, BNB actually drops less than Bitcoin. Barely, but still, it drops less. So I'm going to allocate into BTC, BNB, and BCH. BCH, I expect to drop more than BNB and BTC, but I don't care. I want to hold it for the long term. That's going to be like long-term cold storage. I think that it's going to be one of the better prospects over the next 10 years. BTC for the same reason. BNB for the same reason, right? I don't think any of them are going away. And then stable coins, that total amount in BTC, BCH, and BNB might be a third of my overall value. The 2/3 left, I'm planning on putting in some kind of stable coin, and I don't know if this will still be a thing at the end of it, but a stable coin that has good returns on staking, right? That I can stake and make some returns on, just passive income while it's there, right? Hopefully even be able to live off of that and save off of that too through the bear market, right? And then that's kind of the plan there. But I heard that through the Genius Act, stablecoins won't be able to give you dividends from staking. They won't be able to give you like an APY or an APR. If that's, it's not dividends, but I'm just saying that word just for like ease of thought there. If that's the case, I'm gonna have to rethink it. I don't know. You know, I wouldn't leave it in a crypto that does staking. I'd probably just then, I mean, maybe I would just hold stablecoins still and not stake, or maybe I just allocate more into BTC, BCH, and BNB. But I plan on having a heavier hand in BCH and BNB than I do BTC. But that's kind of my exit strategy. That doesn't have to be your exit strategy. Some people might say just get into BTC, hold it for the long term, stack it all in there, and that's fine. Just do BCH, just do BNB, just do stablecoins, get out completely, do 50-50, whatever, you know. But the thing that's probably the smartest is to get the hell out of any other coin that exists. And by the way, on this note too, this little tidbit here, yappy yappo, that's a great question, so everybody else can get this too. Funk Masters, no worry, brother. Loaning off of Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency? I don't know, Joe Logan. I don't know. Are you talking to me on that? I don't know. Loaning off of Bitcoin? I think it's loaning off of XCN. There's a variety of cryptos that you can loan off of actually with it, but I think it has to be Ethereum-based coins. If I'm not entirely sure, I think it could be any Ethereum. I was looking this up. That's what's so appealing about XCN is actually it's not super specific. Where a lot of these lending protocols, DeFi projects, they're very selective. XCN's very open, very not exclusive, but maybe it's just exclusive to Ethereum based projects. I can't remember. ERC20s. You can look that up in the white paper though. But to finish this thought here, I just wanted to read that because I saw that. My bad. To finish this thought here. Oh, it was important. What was it? What was it? Oh man. Oh yes. Okay. Little tidbit of information. Bitcoin will top off a month before altcoins do. So that'll also be, if you're in altcoins, a clear signal that the bear market is about to begin is that Bitcoin will have topped off. Altcoins will continue to rally for about a month afterwards. We'll be at new highs for altcoins about a month after Bitcoin hasn't seen new highs. Maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe it's 6 weeks, but about a month, right? That'll be a clear signal. And there's going to be plenty of other signals too. I'll be making videos talking about it, but that'll be a clear signal that it's time to get the hell out of altcoins, okay? Better to take profits. Better to take profits, you know. And also on that note too, another thing that I would not advise, but it's just good practice. So in the beginning of this bull cycle, you guys, let me pull up my face here. We're gonna talk about this is good practice, okay? And this is good practice for the next bull cycle too. Whenever you shift into buying time, you think it's a good time to allocate for the next cycle. You don't sell those coins. I don't care if it drops 50% on you. You don't sell, right? Like in the beginning of this cycle, 2022, 2023, if we bought at the right time, at the wrong time, whatever, and the price drops, we don't sell. There's no selling. It's just buying. And it's still that way. It's just buying, right? Once it comes to selling, whenever you are selling and taking profits and exiting, it needs to be just selling. What do I mean by that? I mean you sell, you take your profits, and you do not put them back into the market for 6 months to a year, right? The bear market, I theorize, is going to last 6 months. I think it's going to be less time. I think it's going to be a left translated bear market. We're going to have a right translated bull market, so a left translated bear market. Right translated means it lasts longer. Left translated means it lasts less, right? It's a shorter time frame, essentially. But when you start to take profits, when you are exiting, it's important that even if the price drops after you've taken profits, you don't allocate back in. You know, if it drops and it's been like 6 months, okay, allocate back in. You know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but when you're exiting, be in a sell only, taking profits only. If it keeps going up without you after you sell, you don't buy back in there. No, you sell more. You know what I mean? That's kind of like now, if you buy and it drops, you buy more or you hold. You don't sell, right? I hope that makes sense. I hope that hits home. That's a good topic there. And I'm always happy to talk about that because a lot of people in their first cycle, these are things you don't think about. And if you don't think about it, at least if you don't hear someone say this stuff, I hope a lot of this stuff is making sense to you guys. You might just kind of be frantic with it. You know, you might not make the right decisions. I got bit, these little freaking mosquitoes, man. I got bit. Little right on my hand. I don't know. You guys can see it, right? That little red spot right there. I'm gonna get this tattoo touched up. It's an acid splat. That's what it is. I'm gonna get it touched up here pretty soon. But Anyways, let's get back to work, guys. Let's get back to work. That was fun. That was good. I'm glad for the pause. Good question, Yappy Yappa. Oh, right. There's someone, Frank the Tank. Not sure if you got it on your list, but Definitive Edge would be appreciated. Yes, definitely Frank the Tank. I've got that one on the list. Let me make sure. Where is it? It's actually right after this one, to be completely fair. So good. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that one. Yeah, thank you, Frank. Appreciate you. AJM says thank you, too. Justin Kisser. Justin Kisser. If you could only pick one alt to be in right now, I could only pick one alt to be in right now. Oh. Bro, I don't know. Bitcoin Cash would be the safest bet for me, at least in my opinion. That might not be everybody's opinion. It's a real toss-up between Cookie DAO and Onyxcoin. Zebek is even on the list there. Zebek would even be on the list. Swiftcoin maybe. I'm thinking if I had only one altcoin to be in right now, it'd probably be XCN. And it's my biggest bag for that reason. Just because I have the most conviction in it, and I believe it does a lot of growth. But Cookie DAO, man, I'm having a hard time not saying Cookie DAO. I wouldn't be surprised at all if XCN saw like 100x from here, and Cookie DAO saw a multi-100x from here, you guys. Cookie DAO is worth looking into, that's for damn sure. And there's probably so many good projects. We've talked about there's so many good projects on this list, you know. But it just depends. It depends on your risk profile, I guess. Any of those three would be good, though. Hold on, let's see here. Venice Rex. XCN is the only crypto with an announced goal to become ISO at this point in time. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, every coin ever announced this goal becomes ISO and has done so. Okay, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Good to know. Cookie Doll. Yes, yeah, you got me. Nothing compares to staking Hex. Definitely a rabbit hole to fall down. Yeah, Hex is, hit or miss. It could do well. Maybe, hopefully it does. I know the community is strong there. I believe in Richard Hart, that's for sure. But let's get to it, okay? Even Ben Cohen sees an Altseason. Yeah, no, guys, if Ben, that right there, Rachel Miller's got it, man. If Ben Cohen sees an Altseason happening, that says it in itself. Ben Cohen's one of the most respected analysts in the space, man. I love Ben Cohen. I love me some Ben Cohen. Genuinely, he seems like a good guy too. He's definitely a mathematical mind. But I definitely believe Altseason is coming. I think the majority of people who say Altseason's not happening, they're either Bitcoin maximalists or they're people who are in their first bull cycle who idolize Bitcoin maximalists and people like Michael Saylor, right? That's it, right? And it's been like that this whole cycle. So of course, you guys, the first cycle people, don't have a taste of Altseason. Why should you believe in it? It's this fabled Santa Claus thing. But once it happens, well, you'll see. Every cycle that Altseason happens is when people are max DCA'd into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then Altseason starts. Then all the little coins start to pop off, okay? Dishlan J. Santa. We're not going to talk about Cardano in this one, okay? But I will put it on the list, and I'll make an independent video for Cardano tomorrow, okay? We'll definitely talk about it tomorrow. I promise you, okay? He's not as fun to watch. Yeah, he's a little bit boring, right? But that's what it is when you're running the data. When you're doing the homework, it is boring. But you got to do it. And he is smart. Even if he's... And thank you, by the way. Thank you for the comment, but for the kind words. But he does know what he's talking about. I mean, you hear him talk, and you're like, okay, this guy knows what's up. He's definitely... Yeah. It's my first crypto cycle, and I believe that's the spirit. That's the spirit, baby. eGold. Okay, looking at eGold here. Let's look at this on a weekly basis, yeah? Ooh, hold on. Can we get a all-time history? EGLD. There we go. MultiverseX. Let's get an all-time history. Ah, bro, not good. Not good, man. Wow. The rebranding did not save you, bro. You kind of have a double bottom. Okay, your RSI doesn't look bad, and the stochastics don't look bad. Okay, so this is what I'll say. I stand by it. Not good in the sense of I don't think you see new all-time highs, but at least I don't think you're going to continue to dump. I do believe you'll recover. Let's look at this from a low to high perspective, okay? Ay, ay, ay. If you do drop, man, $7.63 is going to hold you as support. I don't know, though. You don't really seem to be respecting this fib, so I don't know if that's even valuable. That's not a bad thing that you're not respecting. It's probably better that you're not respecting it, because if you were, I'd actually think more so that you're going to $7. A little high here. Okay, that's good. That's good. That looks productive. Okay, so what I would think for eGold, you're at $15 now. I would think by the end of the cycle that you're above $78. Okay, I would think that. Are you at new all-time highs? Probably not. No, probably not. Um, I would think that EGLD by the end of the cycle we see 124 to 164, at the most 350. What would that do for you? You're probably not going to see 350. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm going to let you down real gently. Okay, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance actually that you could see 350. That would be about the average performance of the average altcoin. So 350 to 124, that's the range I'd give you by the end of the cycle. What do I think about eGold? I think that at least you're not going to keep dropping. Okay, at least that's a nice, somewhat of a nice double bottom there. Your daily and your weekly indicators actually do look good for movements up, so that's good. Okay, good. That helps, because man, what's up, Jimmy? How you doing? Did I do XTB? No. I don't think I wrote XTB down. I don't think I did. XTB. Yeah, we'll write it down though. It'll be on there. That's for sure. I'll put it. It'll be on that list of the live stream leftovers. Do I think Doge will retrace or continue to run this weekend? If it retraces, it will be negligible amounts. If it continues to run, it'll be amounts that you will not wish to be negligible on, right? Neglecting. So I hope that answers your question. Maybe it retraces this weekend a little bit more, but I don't think the downside matters. I think the downside is going to be insignificant compared to what the upside is. You know what I mean? We're about to see crazy stuff happen with Doge. That's my thoughts, Nick. PhD, MBA, MSIT, PMP. That's a big old rap sheet right there, Nick. Good for you, bro. Hell yeah, this guy's busy. He gets to work. I'm a college dropout, man. But yeah, no problem. Appreciate you, brother. Zebek Riches, absolutely. Can I look at Edge and SPA tomorrow? Edge, we're going to look at Edge right now, actually. EDG, okay? Yeah, no problem, Ken. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. 25, I believe it, bro. That's a hard 25 years right there, bro. Good job. Congratulations. That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. I'm thinking about, I'm actually thinking about getting my, what is it? CFP. I'm thinking about getting that here. Something I want to work towards, actually. But that's in the works, actually. That'll take a little bit of time, but that's not nearly as prestigious as some of these titles are, man. Hell yeah, good for you, bro. Put in the work, you get the titles. That's how it is. What Wall Street chains they will be in? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Kenny, I don't know. I don't know what kind of Wall Street chains. What up, the Gambler? How you doing, brother? The Gambler. Not ETH. Sorry, why did I type in ETH? EDG. EDG. Edge. Isn't it? I don't, what? Okay, hold on. Edge USD. Is it just that? Edge. Definitive. For some reason, I thought it was EDG also, but Edge. Okay, well, we'll do this. That's cool. Yeah. People that missed out. Night games. Memes are last. I don't know. Only 49 likes till 300. Well, that's great. Thank you guys, by the way, for hitting that like button. Would I not agree with what? Altseason only lasts for around 30 days. No, I wouldn't agree with that at all. No, I made a video earlier today, bro. Altseason lasts for like 20 to 45 weeks. 20 to 45 weeks is when Altseason, how long Altseason starts. Watch my most recent video talking about, it's either, I think it's the Bitcoin dominance video. Watch that one. It was one of my more recent videos, Bitcoin dominance. It was talking about the Bitcoin dominance. If not, it was the Altseason one. But 20 to 45 weeks, and there's actually a good chance it lasts 45 weeks, guys, genuinely. So, no. 30 days, no. Maybe a period of growth for 30 days, and then we chill, and then it continues to grow. But no, 30 days, we've never had an Altseason even close to that short. Absolutely not. How's Dot looking, Uncle? We'll let you know, Uncle Camilla. We'll let you know. That'll probably be in the live stream leftovers video, okay? Let's get going here though. Thoughts on index? I don't know, man. We could talk about index too. Index. Okay. I'm gonna put my head down. All right, Tony. I'll get you AI 16Z. I'm gonna put my head down. 16Z. Memphis Tigers. Thank you, bro. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother. You've been one of the most supportive people on this channel, and that's very kind of you. Thank you, man. Memphis always reminds people to hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and do that. Shout out to Memphis Tigers. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Be at by December 2025, the Gambler, above 10K or around 10K. At least 8K. No. Yeah, definitely. I think definitely above 10K. Yes, I'm sticking with that. We're going to be at 8K by October, bro. So yeah, 10K or more. Thank you, Dex. Appreciate that, man. Let's get in this. I'm going to stop taking requests. I'm going to stop looking at the chat because, bro, I'm going to get distracted all the way through. We're going to talk about this, okay? We're going to talk about Edge, Caspa, Solana, Pangu, and then I'll BS again, okay? Smooth Operators in the house. Shout out to Smooth. He's one of my favorites. Sal Bagatz is also one of my favorites. Oh, my two favorites right next to each other. Sal, you used to be nice. Why? What did I say to hurt your feelings? Was it the fact that I made your mom pay for our first date? I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, man. Hey, Cesar, do most altcoins hit or go past? Depends on what you mean, Andrew. If they existed last cycle, no. If they existed this cycle, yes. Does that make sense? Most altcoins don't go past their all-time highs. Most altcoins don't. And that's mainly because of dilution and lack of interest, lack of momentum. They lose momentum over time. Definitive Edge, daily time frame. RSI looks beautiful. This is ideal. Stochastics right at an area that you'd want to bounce, actually. MACD looking pretty damn bullish. Typically, whenever you get deep histogram readings like this, you get more to come. So it'll get deeper like this, and then it'll get, like you'll kind of fizzle out. So, and that promotes more readings. I think what you're doing here is a very bullish kind of phase of consolidation. You will be running up higher. So I like the way it looks. Do we have a longer history for Edge? Let's see. Would it be on MEXC maybe? No. This is its all-time history. What's Edge worth? Let's see. What's its market cap? Edge. It could, JG. 121 million with 22. Bro, Edge could really do some crazy stuff, you guys. I like this accumulation phase down here. I really do like this bottom. It's so new, but it's got the hype, right? It's got the momentum. Everybody talks about Edge. It's probably one of those coins that people get paid to shill. 60 cents right now. $1.60 to $1.87 is your next fib target. You don't really have much else going for you as far as like what I can put on the fibs here. Right, maybe here. Look at that. Bro, $1.60 to $1.87. You're at 60 cents right now. That's going to be your next destination. You look unstoppable, bro. And then inevitably $4. Could you go to $4 by the end of October or by the end of September? I think so. Yeah, absolutely. 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 I bet you do. Bro, you're at such a low market cap too. Let's just keep going. Why not $7? Why not $10? Genuinely. I know it sounds crazy, but guys, people think that I'm a moon boy. Bro, if I was, and don't get me wrong, that's a crazy amount of growth in a short amount of time. I understand that. But I'm only saying this stuff because I've seen it happen before. And in alt season, when you have something like this, they tend to keep running if it's alt season, man. Unless it's a one-off pump and dump, but this doesn't look like a pump and dump. That's got good volume. And what are you doing? Nothing. You're just chilling. You're not doing anything. You've got good volume. You know what I mean? Like, you could see a 16x from here. Absolutely. Maybe you do go all the way to $10. Psychological resistance. You do a 16x. What's that going to be as far as market cap valuation goes? 10x would be 12 billion. No, 1.2 billion. Plus 6. You'd be at like 1.8 billion, something like that. I don't know. Almost $2 billion. That's achievable. That's very achievable. And especially with a coin that's hot, everybody talks about it, man. It's very, you could go higher. Hell. I think $10 would be the highest. I genuinely think $4 at a minimum by the end of September, October. That's my thoughts. Sorry for spamming. Just waiting to get read and hear thoughts. I am noticing too many people are anticipating this alt season. It's making me a bit nervous considering market psychology. Well, you've got the right thought there, my friend, 2JZ. The only thoughts are, though, that I have is that people are heavily anticipating it because it hasn't happened yet, right? It's something that's been up for discussion for a long time, right? It's the longest. The thing is, we're overdue, right? If it hasn't rained in a place in 100 years, I would bet money that it probably will rain within the next 100 years, right? Like if it hasn't rained, if you had bad snow in a ski town for 10 years, I would bet within the next 10 years you're going to have at least 1 year that's good snow. You know what I mean? You're overdue. If a volcano has been dormant for 1,000 years, the next that you know what I mean? Like it just we're overdue. So don't think of it like that. I hear you, and that contrarian thought works most of the time, but not for everything, right? And really the reality is 2JZ, there are less people now than there has been this whole bull market anticipating alt season. More people now are coming out of the woodwork saying alt season's not going to happen. Alt season's a scam. Bitcoin only. Nothing else matters, right? Alts are going to go to zero. I've heard that more in the past week than I've heard this whole cycle altogether, right? That's how you know that alt season's it's about to start. Every single cycle, that's how it's been, at least for me, okay? So that's my thoughts there. No, I didn't see Ninja talking about. I don't really watch other YouTubers, man. I should. I need to show love. I try to show love. You know, it's good to have friends in this space. You know, and I love Crypto Future. I love Ethan Galstead. Shout out to Ethan if he's here. I like watching Ninja. I think he's entertaining, and I think he's informative. I think that he's got good calls. You know, I like watching Ivan on Tech, Eric Crown Crypto, Benjamin Cohen, Kevin Svensson, Maximus Crypto, Bitcoin Cash Podcast, Crypto Lark Davis. I even like watching Crypto Banner. I don't like watching Crypto Banner unless it's Rand though. If Rand Nooner's not on there, I don't like watching it. He's the guy I like watching. Everybody else, I don't like him. I don't like that Afrikaner accent. No offense to the Afrikaners. No offense to the South Africans. I just don't like that accent, man. It's like one of the worst accents ever. No offense though. Maybe they don't like my accent. Maticus. I've been following you for a while, brother. Congrats. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Tars AI and Gary. Yeah. We'll get to Gary. I think we will get to Gary in this video, actually. Tars, I will make a video tomorrow about Tars, okay? I will make a video tomorrow about Tars. It won't be in the live stream leftovers. Any cryptos that are on this list that I've said I will do, if I don't get that to them tonight, they will be on the live stream leftovers video, which is the leftovers from this live stream. Pretty self-explanatory. Unless it's Toshi, VeChain, ZBCN, ENA, ADA, or TAI. Those are going to get their own videos, okay? Those will get their own videos. And if they don't get them tomorrow, they'll get them the next day. Like within the next 2 days, I should have all these worked through. So there's that. Swift can... Oh, yeah. Shubujit? Absolutely. I think Swift, yes. Absolutely, I think it will. I think you'll see 20 cents or more. I think Swift will be worth over $1 by the end of the cycle. But it does depend. If by the end of... If, let's say, October comes around and altcoins do what I think they're going to do, we have this alt season start, Bitcoin's at new all-time highs, we see 180K Bitcoin, Ethereum's at new all-time highs at $8,000 or something like that, and Swiftcoin hasn't moved, it's time to start rethinking the game plan with Swiftcoin, okay? It's time to get real. But I think so, yes. For now, I do think so, absolutely. Let's talk about Caspa now. We're going to make quick work of Caspa, okay? He probably is. Max and Michael. And what's the other guy's name from 21 Capital or whatever it is? I forget his name. Doesn't it start with an M also? You got Matt, Michael, or Max, Michael, and Matt or something like that. What's his name? I think they all start with M's. Those M's, man, they're going to be getting millions of Bitcoins. High to low. Caspa, you found resistance at the golden ratio twice. You're consolidating. I don't think that Caspa gets to 30 cents or 48 cents. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I expected that Caspa was at its all-time high back here. We called for it back here, right? And there was a little bit of a brief window where I was optimistic enough that if you kept growing that you could see slightly new all-time highs. I don't think you see new all-time highs. There's a thought that I had back here that I addressed, and I'm going to address it now, is that I think Caspa is getting set up for a massive kind of double top. When alt season kicks off, you are going to rally. You might even see a slightly higher high or a slightly lower high, but a double top overall, and you're going to get an Eve and Adam pattern. This will be the clear sell-off distribution phase, and then you start your bear market, probably with the rest of crypto, or maybe even before crypto, before the rest of crypto. Okay, I expect Caspa to move down inevitably to prices that are all the way down. Let's see, man. Let's just draw this real quick. From a low here all the way up to the high, I would expect that we see prices below 2 cents. 1.45 cents. Yeah. Let's see. How much would a 90% drop be? Because no crypto, Bitcoin included, has ever dropped less than 90% in their first bear market. Okay. 90% implies 2 cents or lower. And typically they actually drop like 94% or more, 95% or more, which would imply you could even go below a cent. That's what I think about Caspa. Will it come back? Yes, I think that you will go back to prices that are around 15 to 21 cents. You might even go a little higher. But will Caspa see new all-time highs? I don't think so. I don't think so at all, guys. Caspa, unfortunately, is one of those coins that's just a huge disappointment, right? And that's something I was saying so much back here. And I wasn't saying it as hate. I was saying it because every cycle there's a coin like this. The coin that, this thing, by the way, it wasn't a disappointment before. This thing was phenomenal. 1000x. It literally did a one, you guys. That's insane. It did a 1066x from low to high. That's insane. Incredible. No wonder it's not performing anymore. People are like, well, yeah, but it's not at a $10 billion market cap yet, or a $50 billion. Yeah, but dude, you did you did it already. You know what I mean? You did it. What more do you want? Now consolidate. You had a bull market while most cryptos were still in their bear market. Now you're having a bear market while most cryptos are in the bull market. I don't think you're actually in your bear market though. I think you're going to move up and then again move down. Right? You're going to have this double top distributed phase look. That's my thoughts. Okay. That's my thoughts on Caspa. Will it come up? Yes. Again, I think it will come up. I think it'll come up with the rest of crypto here. I just don't think it's going to perform like it did before. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think I will be. But time will tell. If I am wrong, so many Caspa people are going to come right up the casshole. All right, Caspa. They're going to give it to me good, man. I hope they get to. I really do. That's the thing. A lot of YouTubers, their pride gets hurt if they're proven wrong and they make bold calls like that. I hope I get all the hyenas, all the trolls who went away, who stopped talking smack to me because Caspa did exactly what I thought it would. I hope I get every single one of them. Bobby C, if you're out there, you know who you are. I hope that every single one of them comes in and rubs it in my face with how much money they made. I hope that happens because I don't want to see people lose money, man. At the sake of my pride, definitely not. But I'm not saying this just to make enemies. You know, I'm saying this because it's my thoughts. Nothing, CB. I just read the charts, bro. I like to look at the market cap. Tokenomics and stuff. If it's a new coin, if I'm making long-term stuff, but typically not really anything else. Volume and market cap, right? That's about it. Nah, not Bobby C. Bija. You remember? Yeah, you remember. Yeah, Bobby C, bro. Bobby C. I mean, I lost a bet with Bobby C. In all fairness, he did win, but I think he won the battle. I won the war on that. I like Bobby C. I respect Bobby C. I just, I think he was like anybody. He was just a straight moon boy. Unfortunately, he was overly invested, and that clouds your judgment, man. That does cloud your judgment. Let's see. Shout out to Bobby C though. We've all been there. I'm not insulting him by saying that. So this looks like a diamond top. It actually does look like a diamond top here. It's an ugly kind of diamond top, but it looks like a diamond top. You're gonna look at that and be like, that doesn't look like a diamond. That's how you know it's a diamond actually. And you're breaking out to the upside. Typically, diamonds are known for volatile movements inside the pattern. This kind of shape gives it away, I think. And whenever you break out, they're known for very fast breakouts. And that makes sense, right? You broke out, you moved up fast going into it, you're going to move fast going out of it, okay? I would think Solana moves up to $670, if not $1,100 by the end of September or October. I really wouldn't be surprised. Solana's been boring lately. I get it. It's been very boring since March of last year. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if we ran all the way up to $1,000. It's a boring coin that everybody knows about, and those coins get overlooked, and that's whenever they make you pay for overlooking them, right? I could see it moving up to 1,000. I could also very well see it stopping at $670. Either way, that's about an average move for the average coin, so I wouldn't be too surprised, okay? Thank you. Oh, Crypto Future, love you, bro. Hell yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for being in here. Shout out to Crypto Future, guys. If you're not following him, give him a follow, subscribe, harass him in the comments. Say I'm here because Cesar told me to hit the like button. I don't know. Hit that like button whenever you watch his videos too. Thank you, Crypto Future. Thank you, Rob, bro. Night, brother. Hope you're doing good. We need to have another a live stream meetup. Maybe I can have you on my channel. We'll have to talk on x.com. Thank you, B-Jaw. Thank you very much. Litecoin gonna brrr. I think so, Jackson. I think so. Jackson Gutierrez, what's up, brother? Let's see. Yeah, love Rob, man. Rob Mass is a good guy. I don't know Pal, Cesar. Like Raoul Pal? I like Raoul Pal. Yeah. I think Raoul Pal's the man. Is that it? Raoul Pal? Pal AI? Oh, I think I've heard of Pal AI. I don't think I do, if I remember correctly. I'm not doing an analysis. I'm just answering a question here, okay? We're going to talk about Pangu next. Pangu. Nope. Pangu USD. Coinbase. PAL. Okay, yeah, PAL looks good, actually. I think PAL looks good. I mean, it looks bad, but you kind of look like you're... Look at this rounded out bottom. Yeah. I don't know anything about it. But yeah, sure, it looks all right. Probably moves up. It's an AI coin. We're saturated with AI coins. Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy's looking good. Okay. Typically, look at this, right? Correction phase, 1, 2, 3. Correction phase, 1, 2, 3. Correction phase, 1, 2, 3. You get it? You got it? Good. Yeah? What happened? We're in an impulsive wave right here, guys. We're in an impulsive count. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got your fifth leg coming up. You know it's an impulsive count. We've got it right because the third leg typically is the biggest, and that looks the biggest. So let's play a game. Okay? Let's play a game of guess and check. From a low to a high, right there. We'll put this one at the low. I'm very positive that Pangu found its low. I don't. Look at that bullish reaction you had yesterday. 18% up with that much volume. You're done moving lower. You're moving up now. It's up time and go time only. From a low here to a high there. Again, guys, for those of you that don't know, this is the 3rd year that I've been doing YouTube videos. This is the 3rd year anniversary today, the 23rd of August, that I've been making YouTube videos. Isn't that nuts? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to all the support, all the people who've been here from day one, all the people who maybe not from day one, but that have been here from month 1, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 2 seconds ago. Thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. Man, there's so many people. I don't want to say, I don't want to even try to go over all the names from people that I remember that are OGs, because then if I leave anybody out, I'll hurt their feelings. But there's a lot of names going through my head right now. ZBCN 6 cents by October. Maybe Salamander. Maybe. Definitely by the end of the year. I shouldn't say definitely. I very much believe by the end of the year. I believe you'll be a lot higher than that by the end of the year. 6 cents maybe. Safer at like 4.5 to 3 cents. But I think it has a chance, genuinely. Pudgy Penguins. This is the move you had before. This is the move you had before. Yeah, so this was your 3rd wave. This is your 1st wave. Typically, in a impulsive wave count, the 1st wave is the smallest. Technically, the 4th wave is the smallest. That's also, look at that. Isn't that perfect? So wave 1 is a move up. Wave 2 is a correction. Wave 3 is a move up. Wave 4 is a correction. Wave 5 is a move up. That's how it works. And wave 4 is the smallest wave. That's actually, look, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. Wave 5 can be the biggest wave. It actually can be bigger. Wave 5s are notorious for being either the biggest wave or the 2nd biggest wave, but wave 1 is notorious for being the smallest of the impulsive moves up. So I would think then that Pangu, you're at 3.5 cents now, you're probably going to eclipse 13 cents, but stop below 17 cents, okay? Now, could you see a higher price? Sure, you could, right? Sure, you could, but that doesn't mean that you will. Let's take this high to low real quick. You know what I want to do? Hold on. I want to put on Pangu over here, okay? We're going to do, where was it? Because Kraken, Bybit. Bybit's got more historical data. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's why I wanted it. I want it all. Mm-hmm. Family Guy clips. I think so, bro. I think so. I think it will. I think it'll be over that. But yes, absolutely. If not, early 2026. I think we'll rally going into December for all coins, Bitcoin included, all coins. Like maybe we start off December on a bearish note and then end December on a like late December 20th and beyond, pump, and then we pump into January and then dump in January too, right? Kind of like the reverse of what December would be. So look at that. From an all-time high to the low here that you had, basically your all-time low, I would call that your all-time low. From your all-time high to all-time low, 12.3 to 18.3 cents. What's right in the middle there? 17 cents to 13.3 cents. It's literally right in that area. Pangu, you're going to I'm going to put it at that 3618. You're going to 15 cents. Probably. Yeah, we're on the daily time frame. Probably by the end of September. If not, sometime in October. 15 cents. That's my thoughts on Pangu. How confident am I in that? I'm like 80% confident. I maybe even more than that. I would bet. Oh God, I would bet all your bitcoins. Not mine though. Not mine. Not on a meme coin. No. But I genuinely think that this thing's going to 15 cents. I'm gonna have to make a video on that, man. I'm gonna have to. That's just such good analysis right there. So simple, so elegant, so sophisticated. Not really that sophisticated, but easy to understand. Absolutely easy to understand. People like that. I like that too. Happy to see you live. Thank you, the Oz man. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. ACH next. No. So hooked. That's not how it works, bro. But I'll write it down. I've got a list. And then I'm checking it twice. We're going to find out who's next on the list. Pangu is right here, okay? We got all that. And I'm going to bed here soon enough, guys. I'm going to be ending the video soon enough. We'll probably work through some more of these. Let's move through it, though. Toshi. We're getting to Toshi, and then after Toshi's Gari, Gari, okay? After Toshi is Gari. I'm going to do a quick one on Toshi. Toshi here looks like it wants to rally. Absolutely. We've bottomed out before the average crypto did. We're doing well for ourselves, okay? And I think that Toshi, if we're looking at this here, large consolidation phase down, straight move down, right? This is not the all-time history, but you had a nice move up, nice recovery. Now it's a more tame. From a time perspective, it's like the same amount of time consolidating, but you've been moving sideways. Overall, this looks like a very nice consolidation accumulation range. And I would say from a high to a low here, the next target area would be 0013 to 0018. When you get above 0018, we're eyeballing targets that are way, way higher. Ultimately, I think Toshi is going to $0.05 to $0.08. I wouldn't be surprised if we stopped right here in the money zone at 007 or 0069, something like that. That's been the long-awaited target. I've also become more open to thinking that Toshi could go above 1 cent, but this is the area that I'm really anticipating. If I had to bet, I would bet on that area personally, okay? Cookie wants another run, huh? Let's see. What is Cookie doing? Let's see here. Are you pumping? Not yet. It'll run. Yeah, Cookie's definitely going to run, yeah. No, I haven't done DIA. DIA is way down the list. It's way down the list, okay? We're going to get to it. But it'll probably be in the live stream leftovers. So if you're trying to go to sleep just for DIA and you want to stay up watching DIA, but wow, this hasn't happened in a while. What's up, Jonathan Fiver Life? Good to see you, brother. I did a live stream not too long ago. I want to say like a week or two ago. But yeah, I hadn't done one in a while. Gari Network. John Gari. Reminds me like John Gotti. Gari Network. Yes, Charles O'Laughlin. I do like Edge. Yes, I do. I don't even know anything about it. I should do some fundamental research. Everybody talks about it. I think it's going to do phenomenal. Absolutely. What's up, Vishal? Good to see you, bro. Thank you. Thanks for saying hi. I think so, Alex. Yeah, I think so. OGN will. Yeah. Oh God, guys, I'm piling on the work. Gari Network. Okay. When hat pin merch, bro. I never thought about making hat pins, but you just gave me a great idea. Let's do hat pins. Absolutely. When hat pin merch. Soon enough, but not soon enough, okay? I'm gonna do some hat pin merch. That's great. I love hat pins. I have some great hat pins, man. That's a great idea, actually. I'll have to get with one of my artist friends who makes pins, actually. Hey, thanks, David. That means a lot. Thank you, David. I think Edge, I don't know, from a fundamental basis, I don't know, maybe. All right, Andre, I got you. ETC. But it won't be in this video. It'll be in the live stream leftovers. Understand, any requests that I write down from now on, guys, it will absolutely be in the live. There's no hope. It's going to be in the live stream leftovers. There's no hope. Gary. Gary looks good. Gary actually looks nice. Look at this double bottom you got going on, bro. Interesting, huh? Low market cap coin, probably, by the way it looks. You're on Kraken and KuCoin. I like it. I like it. You're not just on like Gate.io or MEXC. You're actually on some reputable exchanges. Gary, I want to look into Gary. I want to look into, because look at that low market cap, guys. I want to look into Gary. I'm going to look into Gary and tell you what the fundamentals are, maybe on a video or something like that. That's nice. Yeah, that's some good volume too. Interesting. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do not bet the farm on this. Look at how much it's come down. But damn. I mean, double bottom since 8. That's not bad. That's not bad. When did you get listed on Kraken? Okay. So this is one that had its bear market and it just never really stopped. But maybe it stopped recently. I'm going to look into it. Maybe this is just another lower high. Maybe it goes down. So again, do your own research. Don't treat this as if this is a great coin just because I'm taking an interest in it. But I like it, right? The more that I've looked at it, I'm like, that kind of sucks actually. But the reaction here, this double bottom, and at this right time in the market, you really could see some growth, guys. Absolutely, you could. High to low. Maybe all the way up to 15 cents. That's your golden ratio. I mean, with that kind of market cap valuation, you guys, dude, you could go to 15 cents, absolutely. Circulating supply versus max supply, I don't like that. Learn about the tokenomics. That's a decent profile score, though, so you should be able to find out about that. Oh, screw it. Let's see if we can do it right now. Let's go for it real quick. Hold on. Maybe, maybe not. Gary white paper. I need the white paper. Short video apps. Where are we at? Upcoming roadmap. That might be interesting. Nope. I don't see the tokenomics. That's okay. I'll look that up later. We're not going to go over that here, okay? All right. Yeah, Gary, I like it. I would think you continue to move up. I would think. Doesn't mean you have to. The MACD looks suggestive that you want to go higher, but I'm not completely convinced. You're also at an area that you like to reject. Stochastics, same thing. The RSI is getting overbought, which is nice. You got to keep moving up. I'll tell you what, Gary, if you come back down, if you drop you drop 50% from here, you're dead in the water, okay? That's a lot of range, but it's a low market cap, so only invest in this with money that you're okay with losing, because you very well could lose it, okay? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Something like this, though, that low of a market cap, dude, you want a multi-100x potential, you start here. You start here, absolutely. See, this is a coin that's in the top 1,000 or beyond, I would think is okay to speculate on. But do your own research. Make sure that you, yeah, let's see. You all have to start sucking Ninja's C. Just because XCN team won't talk to him doesn't mean anything. Ninja is not a god, and what are you talking about? Believe what I see. What are you talking about, though? You all have to start. Are you saying that I have to start, or are you saying that I do? I don't suck anybody's C, bro. I suck on some TTs, but no, I don't do that. No, I would never. That's not my style, bro. One time in Costa Rica. No, I'm just kidding. Ninja is not. No, Ninja's not a god. He definitely seems like he's got an ego about him, but I think that's just part of his personality. I don't know. I like to think that I can read people. Maybe I can, maybe I can't, but I think that he's a good guy. I genuinely think that he wants to help people, but that's not me sucking anybody's C, man. If I was sucking his C, I'd be reaching out to him on his DMs or something. I don't know. But just because I'm defending somebody who I don't know personally, when people attack him who they don't know personally either, that's I think that's just me being me. That's how I normally am. But I disagree, sir. I disagree. I don't think that he's the reason that that XCN is relevant. And yeah, just because XCN team won't talk to him doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I don't think it does either. Yeah, they won't talk to me, but I haven't really reached out to them. Um, I think the XCN team is probably full of people who are not English first speakers. That's what it is, and I think they don't want to reveal that because that might make it seem like a scam. I think that's part. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe they're like really sophisticated. I don't know, and they don't want to be known like they're like big players. I don't know, but need to stop. Okay, okay, cool. Well, cool. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let people do it if they want to, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Nobody likes to kiss ass, right? Some people do, and those people we don't like those people. Uh, let's see. What's the next one? Omni. But believe what I see. Hugs and kisses, bro. I love you. I hope you're doing well. Um, I think it's a good time to buy now. Himothy the Frog. Why wait, bro? It's the best time to buy. Absolutely the best time to buy, man. Um, Gari, not Gari. Let's talk about Omni. Okay, Omni. Let's see here. All right, everybody. Just so you know, hit that like button, subscribe. No problem. No problem, Patrick. Thank you for being patient, man. Hell yeah, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. That is, dude. I do that. I don't know what it is. It's like part of my intuition. I don't know. I do so like sometimes to a bad effect. There's a friend of mine that I saw. I hadn't seen her in a while. This was back like whenever I was a teenager. I hadn't seen her in a while, and she came in and she looked sad, and I'm like why the long face? And her friend like looked at her like all weird, like don't say it. And I'm like, what? It's not like somebody's dying, right? I think I said I'm like, what? Did somebody get cancer? And she's like, my mom actually just got diagnosed with cancer. And I'm like, shit, like I do that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's just coincidence or not, but I swear it's kind of funny. Thanks for the content. Thank you, Stefan. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. But yeah, no, I have that. There's other things like that have happened, but yes. Long story short, I did not take her to the prom. What's the coin to invest in right now? And her mom actually beat cancer, by the way. She's fine. She's still alive. So she's a interesting woman herself. But I like her. But anyways, yeah, that is kind of funny. I wish I could tap into my intuition for you, believe what I see, and tell you something good. I don't know. The only thing that my intuition's coming up with right now is something about a girl. I don't know. Maybe you find some romance out there. Or if you're in a relationship, then maybe stay away from any kind of potential. You know what I mean? Stick with your relationship. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Yeah. And that's where him and I are different. I agree. I don't like that. It's not that I don't like that. Like with him specifically, I just don't. It's not my style. I don't like that it's such a prominent thing in this space. If you get value from it, cool. But most of the time, I've never actually heard of somebody who was in a paid group who had good things to say about it. Like just to be fair, I've had a couple people who are in Ninja's paid groups who have had good things to say about it. I'm not trying to shill for him, but I don't know. Are they fresh? Are they new? Do they have experience? Like any people that are in paid groups, they normally say it's not worth it unless they're doing it to like show support. Then that's different, I think. But absolutely, Moel, avoid this. Everybody needs to hear this, guys or girls on this stream. Okay, what's up, Epsilon? Good to see you. No, we're not chugging champagne yet. Okay, soon enough. Avoid dating coworkers. Absolutely. Do not shit where you eat because damn it, man, that is just. I don't care what kind of attraction you have. It's not smart. I have never dated a coworker in my life, and I have always watched the drama of people who date coworkers go by, and I laugh because I'm like, why are you doing this? There's a golden rule: you don't shit where you eat, okay? And that ground squirrel, never date warehouse workers, is probably a good one too. Guys, cool. Girls, no, right? I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Well, okay, but see now that's different, Daniel Marks. That is the one exception. Okay. That's the one exception there. That's and if it works out, it works out. That's don't let if love's speaking to you, love's speaking to you. But I'm the type of person where it's like she's got to get fired or quit before I'd make a step. But good for you, Daniel. Hell yeah, you beat the odds, bro. Um, Good rule on that, David. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, we're getting off topic here. Let's move on. Okay, um, let's move on. Okay, so Omni chillin', massive dump since it got listed on Coinbase. Typically, coins dump about 65 to 70% whenever they list on Coinbase. This got a 95% dump. Massive positive reaction, huge volume. You're finding support now. Look at where you're finding support here. Right at prior resistance there. You're going to continue to move up. Omni has a very low market cap, right? 132 million. $83 million in volume, though, over the past 24 hours. If we look at this on a daily time frame, you really haven't done too much, right? You haven't done too much. You had a lot of volume. That there, 8% pump, not bad, man. You're in these boring times. You're getting good volume. Finding solid support at prior support, prior resistance here, prior resistance there. I think you're going to continue to move up, absolutely. Omni to new all-time highs. That's what I have to say. Right off the 382, bro, you're perfect. You're literally perfect. Where are you going to go? Let's see. Let's look at you here. Okay. High to low. Right now, you're at 386. You're going to rapidly move up to $8.75 to $11. After you break above like $11.40, $28 and beyond is where you should go. That's my thoughts, okay? Okay. Let's talk about VeChain. And then, guys, I'm going to end the video there, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, okay? I'll tell you what I'm talking about in the live stream leftovers. So for those of you who are waiting for, if you're waiting for other requests, I don't know about that a deal. Maybe. I don't know though, man. I don't know. If you're waiting on requests for other coins, these are the coins that'll be in the live stream leftovers, okay? Good night, Djendo. Thank you very much, my friend. Djendo. I'll put virtuals on there, okay? I don't know, Alex. I don't know. I'll put virtuals on there, okay? Virtuals. What's the best to look into? I don't know. What do you mean, Roman? Say Sev. I don't know. What do you mean? What the best crypto to look into? Onyxcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Cookie DAO. Probably Edge. Edge looks pretty damn good. I'm curious about Gari too. Gari. Good night. Believe what I see. Good night, my man. Yeah, from Sofa Rica. I think I am, bro. I've got that Native American blood in me. I can dream walk. Sometimes. Anyways, I'm gonna get it going here. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. We're gonna talk about Brett. We're not gonna talk about Zebek. I'll make a video for that. We'll talk about Brett. We'll talk about DAG, Alien Base, Velo, Seapool, TAO, Moonrocks, Griffane, DIA, SD. ENA will have its own video. Cardano will have its own video. XDB will be in the live stream leftovers. Dot, Index, AI16Z. TAI will get its own video. ACH, OGN, ETC, and Virtuals. That will be all in the live stream leftovers. And maybe, just maybe, I'll take some more requests. But hold off, okay? Okay. What's up, Sam Sailor? How you doing, bro? Let's see. Vet. We're going to do Vet real quick, okay? VeChain, obviously a massive accumulation phase. Yes. You had some lower lows here, but higher lows overall from your bear market, okay? This looks like the average altcoin does right here. This little like weird wonky kind of consolidation phase that you've been in since March of 2024. You haven't broken out yet, but you're coming to the ends of this. I think that you're in a diamond bottom. I think it's some kind of form of a diamond bottom. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but either way, you definitely have a symmetrical triangle look here, okay? I'm assuming you break out to the upside. VeChain is still very relevant in this space. I don't think it moves down. Your RSI looks good. Your stochastics look good. The MACD, when it crosses above the zero, that'll be phenomenal as well, okay? I don't know, Alex. I'll probably do another live stream at some point. I just went live tonight. I wasn't going to, but I went live tonight because it's the 3rd year anniversary of my YouTube channel. So, got to do that, man. You know, I got to do that. But looking at this here, we take a high to a low. That was not the high. I got to be specific. We got to get right up on that high. Oh, my daughter's crying. I'm going to have to make this quick, you guys. I think that by the end of September, October, VeChain, if I'm right, at a minimum will be at 8.5 to 10 cents. But I think you'll be at 14 to 19 cents. We should see VeChain, I think, go all the way up to 14 to 19 cents, genuinely. I think that's what's going to happen. Why? You've got a massive accumulation range here. This next move, you should be busting out of that. And if you bust out of that, you should see the biggest move you've seen all cycle. And if you're not here by the end of September, October, certainly by the end of the year, and I do expect VeChain to see new all-time highs, okay? Sam Saylor says, try again. Thank you. I don't know what, try again what, but I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. I don't have anything else that I want to say, guys. I'm going to take, thank you very much, David. I appreciate you. Thank you, Harley. Appreciate you too. What's up, Lucky Menace? I'm going to give me one hit of XCN Hopium. We're going to 26 and 32 cents, bro. And there's nothing you can do about it, JD, other than buy that dip, baby. I'm going to take 5 requests now, and it's going to come in the order of whatever comes first, okay? Yeah. Thank you so much for the live. Happy 3. Thank you very much, Frank the Tank. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Mo L. Thank you, Dale. Swift Coin. We're definitely talking about Swift. How did I not write Swift Coin down, man? Swift C. I thought I wrote it down. Maybe someone just asked a question about it. Okay, so Swift Coin. Well, XCN, Mo, we're going to talk about that. Telcoin. Okay, Telcoin will be in the live stream leftovers. Digibyte, DGB, will be in the live stream leftovers. That's 3. 2 more, okay? XCN's definitely going to be talked about. ETC will already be talked about. It's already on the list. Jupiter, we can talk about Jupiter. And last but not least, John Wayne. I talked about Vera today, so we're not going to do that in the live stream leftovers. I think Vera is hopeless, personally. No offense. I don't like it. I did make a video today. You can watch that video if you like. Pangu Coin Crypto. We're talking about Pangu. That's the last one, okay? So, again, that list to watch for on the live stream leftovers, I'll be talking about Brett, DAG, Alien Base, Fellow, Seapool, Tau, Moonrocks, Griffin, DIA, SD, XDB, DOT, Index, AI16Z, ACH, OGN, ETC, Virtuals, Tel, Digibyte, Jupiter, and Pangu. That's that, okay? Thank you all very much. I hope you had a great night. Thank you, Crypto Boomin. Appreciate you, brother. I will see you guys on the next one, okay? Hit that like button on your way out. My voice is going away because I've been talking so much. Can you hear it? It's just gone, man. Yo, what's up, Fanta? Fanta, good to see you. Hell yeah. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Lots of love. Thank you. Hell yeah, brother. Lots of love, Pac-Man. Good to see you, bro. Hell yeah. Thank you for saying hi. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Pac-Man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You're the man. Thank you. I will. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Ah, good words, guys. Yeah. Hell yeah, Fanta. You my brother from another mother, too. Thank you all. Thank you all. I'm going to end the stream here, okay? So much love. Thank you, guys. Seriously. Take care. All right, Surf Up. One more. We'll do dog.